Welcome back to Twin Cities Live. Always fun here. Hey, the term curb appeal has been around since the early 2000s, but making a good first impression, that's always been important.
These days, there are a lot of inexpensive ways that you can spruce up your home, but you might want to ditch the garden gnomes.
So
what do you have against garden gnomes?
What's your deal?
Here with some curb appeal do's and don'ts. We want to welcome back Julie and Daniel DeRoche from DeRoche Realty Group and EXP Realty.
Hi, guys.
Why did you guys start to hate gnomes? What happened to you?
You're just so specific.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to offend those people that don't like gnomes.
That's going to happen one way or another. We'll get to the garden gnomes and their demise here in a moment. But while we're talking about curb appeal, especially when you're looking to sell your home, I mean, what says hello to my home more than the front door? What are some easy ways that we can spruce that up, Julie?
Well, painting it, I always think is an easy way. I mean, a couple gallons of paint, you spend less than $70 to paint your door.
Oh, look at that.
So you want something that kind of contrasts with the house and really pops, though.
Also,
I love that shiny black door. Fabulous.
And look, a wreath, no matter the time, not every wreath has to be a holiday-themed wreath, and they always finish the door so nicely.
They do, they do. And then you got to think about your hardware, too, and a lot of people don't think about this. Most people don't ever enter the front of their door and unlock it.
I know.
Because they're coming through their garage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'd say, gosh, 8 out of 10 homes, not 8 out of 10, sorry.
You're probably
2
close.
out of 10 homes, when you go there, the lock sticks, and it takes you like 5 minutes to get into the house.
Oh, that's a bugger.
I think it's closer to that 8 out of 10.
Yeah, so you're standing outside with the buyers. The buyers are getting frustrated.
And it's already
in
looking
Minnesota,
like
if it's
something can't work.
winter.
Yeah.
On that topic, and I know I interrupt too much, I've been told many times, but as a realtor, one of the most frustrating things for me is you get to that front door and the lock box that the realtor's using is an old piece of crap. Brand new ones. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. Brand new ones cost like $15. Make sure your realtor invests in a
Get Daniel out of
$15
here.
Get a good lockbox.
I like your idea
Easy
too
enough.
of a new front door, Matt. Just like switching out, getting a brand new one looks so cute.
Or putting one down. A lot of people don't even put one down.
Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah, and then a
That front
couple of,
door.
you could do a couple of potted plants that you think really anchor that. You know, at the house where I live, we don't like have much of a porch. It's just like this stoop, so you need plants to make it feel a little more like I'm proud.
Yeah, and the plants bring your eye to the house, to the front of the house.
Yes.
Make you focus on the door and the front of the house as opposed to just, you know, the outside.
Yeah, there you go. A full landscaping plan can be overwhelming for a lot of people, but what are some quick fixes to make it a little bit easy to make the outside look better?
It's really simple. It's amazing how many homes I walk up to that are just overwhelmed. Too many plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Bad edging. Like that plastic edging, it pops up throughout the winter. Dig it back down.
Yeah.
Or toss it. Put in some nice stones along that edge. Trim the plants. It's just so important when you're walking up. If the landscaping, the grass isn't mowed, there's weeds growing through the cracks in the driveway, it just doesn't scream by me at all.
It's funny, our house that we just bought had giant trees in the front in the picture, like these bushes that were so tall. And then when we went and actually looked at the house, they'd been zipped down all the way, and it really did make we were like, oh my gosh, this looks so much more welcoming because it's not so overwhelmed by this massive landscaping. Cool.
I can attest to the power of updating the exterior lights that you have on your house. It is inexpensive, and when we did it to our house last year, it looked so different. It was really bizarre. Everybody should be doing this if they're trying to sell.
Yeah, well, it's jewelry for your house, if you think about it that way.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. How nice.
Totally.
And you can buy it online. You can get really reasonable light fixtures online at wayfair.com or build.com.
Yeah.
Or you can spray paint them.
Is that a spray paint right there that we're looking at?
That's a spray paint.
That was really
That's
nice.
good.
Yep.
House numbers are another thing. To make them look updated is important.
Correct. Yep.
Not
so,
just updated, but you want to read them. Again, as a realtor, driving up, looking for a house, if they don't have a sign, you can't read the numbers, it's frustrating.
He needs to get that off his chest and we're in a safe place.
This is a safe place. This is very important. The garden gnomes and the decorations, you think like if you've got maybe a herd of lawn ornament deer, perhaps, lounging in the southern corner of your yard.
Santa Claus and the reindeer
It's
still
time
out.
to just say goodbye because even though you may think those things are cute and they can be special to you, you're turning off certain people.
and it's taking the focus off of the house.
Yeah.
Sure.
So people are walking up and they're looking at all the little stuff you have in your garden as opposed to actually focusing on the house.
Right.
Okay.
And it's important to remember if you happen to have garden gnomes, you can put them at the house that you move into, and you can express you there. But you are trying to cater to a wide group of potential buyers. Also, driveways can get really jacked up, and it is an inexpensive. You're getting it resealed does not break the bank either, especially if that's a longer driveway. But if you have a smaller one, it's really pretty inexpensive.
Couple $100, and it really can, especially in the photos, because most buyers start their search online.
Yeah.
Right.
And if the photo doesn't attract them, they don't even come and see it. So try to get that stuff done before you even do your photo shoot. But no different than the trees. When you get there, if it just looks finished and presentable, people just get that much more excited. And driveways are easy.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know that you could wash your roof, much less that you needed to wash your roof.
Oh, I wash mine weekly. I'm always out there washing it.
Whoa.
We work with a company that comes in and does it for us. And it's not a pressure washing, it's a biodegradable chemical treatment that we do, or they do. And it is unbelievable. Because look at the difference that house.
That's really, so that's legit the same roof
Yeah,
that I'm
that's
looking at there?
amazing.
And we do it to the whole outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Moist, mold and stuff growing on the outside, it just takes care of all that.
A lot of people need to put stuff into storage when they're moving. We had to do this too. You don't like the idea of keeping a storage unit in the driveway. You need to haul your stuff to the actual storage unit.
Yes, you need to. I think that's just a really big turnoff. I think people pull up and they think, oh my gosh, does this house have enough storage?
Yeah.
Why do they have to get this big pod to store stuff while they're selling the house?
Now, what about after, this is getting rather technical, but let's say you close on the house and then you bring in the pod, because that potential buyer still keeps doing the drive-by, right? Just to look, even a bad look then, or a little more acceptable?
Yeah, I would avoid it altogether.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to keep that house looking good until that cash is in your bank account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple.
You are talking to people who have seen every element of the real
know.
estate process,
I know.
and they've seen some folks make bad decisions late in the game.
We used to drive past our house that we bought like every single day. We would drive past and be like, what are we going to do in there? What are we going to do
Yeah.
in there? It was so fun.
very
And now
fun.
we're there and we're like, here we go.
Here we go. What are we doing in here?
I don't know, just so much work.
So much work. Oh, goodness. Julie, Daniel, thank you guys so much. Hey, they would love to help you with your curb appeal. You can head to TwinCitiesLive.com for a link to the DeRoche Realty Group with eXp Realty.
And a big thanks to DeRoche Realty Group for sponsoring Twin Cities Live. Okay, we are